Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so empanada. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.
Hello, hello. Here we are again on a wonderful hump day. What's been happening in the week? World's gone to crap. We're in the kitchen again and we're going to do you a simple little video courtesy of a company called, or people's, called Ketonia. They're a page on Facebook, and because I posted up a couple of pictures on their page of me when I was a fat git and then when I was a nice buff git, they sent me some free bread mix. So I said to them what I would be prepared to do is make it, video it and post it for them as a free bit of advertising. But I just want to say, quick disclaimer, they didn't sponsor this video, they didn't pay for anything on this video. All they done was slung me some free bread mix. So thank you very much for that. Let's have a look, see what's in the ingredients. 1 cup of water, a little bit of honey, instant yeast, a bit of butter, softened to room temperature, a couple of eggs, also room temperature, and last but no means least, a packet of Ketonia bread mix, courtesy of Ketonia. Thanks, Jerry. You are a star. Rock on. Okie dokie. Get yourself a mixing bowl. Get your bread mix and bang it in your bowl. The reason why you're doing that first of all is because you just want to give it a little bit of a mix up, because where it's been sitting in the packet things might have separated, so just give it a little whiskey. That's what Jerry said on her video, so I'm going to do it to how she says do it. Jerry being the lady from Ketonia said to just keep yourself a little bit to one side to use as a dusting when you're rolling out your dough. That's that done. Then we get our mixing bowl. We want a cup of hot water or a cup of warm water to about 110, 120. Bang that in your bowl. Add in your instant yeast, add in your honey. Now I know the honey police are out there. The yeast eats all the carbs, or that's what Jerry reckons. And I have actually heard that here before. Okay, now break in your 2 eggs. That's them. And then just give it a little quick mix up. All right, get your dry ingredients, wet ingredients, into dry ingredients. Also, don't forget, add your butter. That brings back memories, doesn't it? Memories or nightmares? Don't forget the butter. Right, so now get yourself a wooden spoon and just start combining your ingredients. Mix them all up until you get basically what's a dough. Right, now you've got it to sort of this consistency. As you can see, it's dough. Take it out onto your counter. Still a little bit sticky. But like she says, don't be afraid of it. Give your hands a little bit of a wet. Now you're going to need your dough. And if I remember rightly, she said, hold it towards you, push it away. Fold it towards you, push it away. And you're kneading your dough. Do this for a few minutes, brings it all together. The other thing she did say is if you don't like it, because it's, look, see, sticky. The other thing you could do is get yourself a bench scraper. I like the way she done this. And she said, take it, slap it down. Take it, slap it down. But I don't mind, I'll do it this way. I can handle the stickiness, sort of, doesn't bother me. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a knead. When I'm finished doing this, I'll bring you back. But just to say, the thing I sort of forgot a second as we were putting all the ingredients into the bowl, you really need to let the yeast and the honey sit in the bowl for probably about 5 minutes before you add all your eggs and everything. But I think I'm going to be all right. This seems to be coming together okay. So I'm going to get this, like I say, after you finish rolling it around a bit and kneading it and everything, you got to let it sit. So I'll bring you back after I've let it sit and we'll see what happens next. Okay, we are about done. She did say, this is what I loved, just take it with your scraper and give it a beat up. Apparently does the same job. Think about that special person that you like whilst you're doing it. Okay, we're still a little bit sticky, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit this down on the side for about half hour, just let it rest, let everything come together, and then once we're at that point, we'll give it a little bit of a roly-poly again, get it on the tray and get it in the oven. Speaking of the oven, get your oven up to temperature. Whilst I think about it, we didn't mention at the beginning, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell and share. Share with everybody. We've also got coming, wanted to tell you, I'm in the process of building a website, hopefully, so we can put some of the videos and all that we do on here, throw them over onto the website and put all the recipes and all that on there as well, the measurements and everything, but that's coming. Trying to work out Pinterest. Ain't got a clue how that works. Need to speak to my daughter on that one. And as you know, we're on Insta as well. So anyway, let's let this rest for about 30 minutes and I'll bring you back and we'll get it in the oven. 30 minutes are up. It's still sitting there. Not as sticky, he says. Okay, then you roll it out, you make it into like a loaf shape and then you sit it for another 30 minutes. Plumped up a little bit, chuck it in the oven. Right, 45 minutes later, not 30 minutes. Temperature probe, glove. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. What? Now, if you remember a while ago, I did do a bread video. Let me just check this first. Hang on. We are 205, so okay, that's good. They're written 200. So we did do a bread video before, which was like, I think with almond flour and stuff like that. And wow, look at that. It didn't rise like that. Now she reckons, let's see if you can hear this. Right, let's have a listen. Hollow. Look at that. That is perfect. Okay, it smells wonderful. As Jerry said on the video, because of how this smells and looks and everything else, you're going to want to cut into this right away, but don't. Put it on a cooling rack, cool for about an hour, then attack it. So I'm going to let this sit and we'll bring you back again in an hour and see what it tastes like. So, back in a bit. Well, that must have been the longest hour on record. Sitting over there, watching a bit of Easties, waiting for the bread to cool down. Well, it has. So let me scoot around the other end because you know how we are honest TV. This is the remnants of the wax paper. I put it on wax paper and not parchment paper. So you know what? For the perils of my mistake, I'm now going to have to eat it with it on. So there you go. I'll spin it around that end. At least that end ain't so bad. So let me cut this off first. Just to have a look-see. Woohoo! Look at that. Okay, there you go. There's your bread. That's actually come out really well. I'm very happy with that. Nice bit of grass-fed butter. Because you can't taste a bit of bread without a bit of butter. We know on this channel, what do we say? Don't forget the butter. And let me have a taste and see how it is. It's quite light, it's fluffy, it's airy. Okay. That tastes just like the bread that I made before. Tastes exactly the same. Although it's a little bit fluffier, that's all. Camera lady, what do you think? What's your opinion?
Good.
You like that, do you?
Yeah.
You'd have a sandwich with that, will you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have a sandwich with it tomorrow then. So, there you go, people. There's your bread from Ketonia. Thank you, Ketonia, for my free bread mix. I appreciate that. Again, as I said, you could have sponsored the video. I wouldn't have minded. I would have told everybody. But anyway, big shout out to you guys. Keep up the good work. Jerry, I think your name is. Thank you so much for the bread mix. To everybody else, just real quickly, if you like this one, hit the old like button, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell. You know the drill by now. You've been watching me long enough. So anyway, take care, everybody. Good to see you again. Thank you for coming back, and you new people, thank you as well. And until next week, laters.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so empanada. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.